Hello, anybody who happens to be watching, and welcome back to Age of Plays Yumina Ethereal. Last time, I think we had lunch with Nayuta, and then we went to go check up on Ray, and he was a wreck when somebody said something and he misheard them. So, I think I patched the game correctly, so probably be fine. But if like it suddenly explodes, then just don't be too surprised. So a hint from Ray. Let's go with that. Today I got a message from Ray. So I'm heading to the gym with Yumina in tow, hoping to get some information about Nayuta as we agreed. Though I could have just gone by myself if this was only about her weakness, Ray apparently also wanted to talk to Yumina. Ray, we're here.
私に用事があるって聞いたけど。
ああ、神楽と対峙した時のことを直接伝えておこうと思ってな。
一応例の話は聞いてるわよ。暴力みたいな言葉だって。
そうだ。そうなんだが、それだけじゃない。口で言って感覚が伝わるかは微妙なんだが。
難しい話をするつもり？
ある意味では難しいし、またある意味では簡単だな。
はゆもん、レイがなぞなぞで仕掛けてきたわ。
Why don't we just listen to what he has to say? Yumina's getting upset, but I admonish her. By the way, I have no idea what Ray is trying to say either.
要は感覚の問題なんだ。言葉で説明できるようなことじゃない。緑下がそれを読み取れるかどうかだな。
Uh-huh. And she would understand much more than Ayumu would. Kinda hard to believe.
空気読めってことね。それならいつも言われてるから大丈夫。
That's not a good thing, Yumina. Wait, people always tell you to get a clue because you don't have one.
まあいい。もしもの時は歩夢が辛抱強く説明してくれるはずだ。
That's only if we understand. Hey, what am I, a translator into Yuminese? Good one, yeah. Good one, Ayumu.
いいから聞け。あれは俺が神楽と対峙した直後のことだった。いきなり俺は妙な感覚に襲われた。
Strange feeling.
簡単に言えば圧倒的な力の差だな。大人と子供、いやもっと大きいかもしれねえ。
Uh-huh.
そして勝手に心が萎縮していった。
風格っていうか雰囲気がすっごく強そうなのよね。
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here. Strong she may be, but I just don't believe you would cave like that for that reason alone. You're not the type of guy to get scared just because someone is a lot stronger than you, right? If this is about anyone else, I'd be able to understand why they'd wither like that. But this is Hinomiya Ray. He's a guy who makes others shrink back, not the other way around. He wouldn't break down so easily.
ああ、俺もそのつもりだったさ。
You thought?
どう言えばいいのかわからないが、理屈じゃなく無理やり納得させられるんだ。自分は無力であり、神楽は世界すべてを動かす力を持っていると。
世界すべてってそんなこと本気で考えちゃってたの？
おかしいだろ。俺だって今考えても納得はできない。論絶戦だってのはわかる。普通の口喧嘩と勝手が違うのは確かだ。でもそれ以前の問題だったな。相手がまだ一言も喋ってないうちから無理やりそう思わせられる感じか。いっそ催眠術か何かで最初から操られていたって考えた方がまだマシだぜ。
Some more hypnotism. Maybe if she didn't achieve it through the power of her words.
じゃあ、ナユタと正面から向き合ったら、 私もそうなるの？
Yes, you should probably be careful not to run into her alone. Maybe, though I don't know exactly when it would happen.
そんなの戦いようが。
Though I feel like Nayuta wouldn't be the type of person to hypnotize people outright. You know what I mean?
だが、あらかじめ知っておけば、状況は変わるかもしれない。だからこうして教えてるわけだ。
That's true. It might be harsh to say this to Yumina's face, but so long as you feel strongly enough about your ideals in the debate battle.
気持ちだけは負けないつもり。
Yumina is clearly being pressured by her own mental image of Nayuta. But that's to be expected.
頭が良くて運動神経も抜群で、おまけに自然と相手がビビっちゃうなんて、どういう完璧人間なのよ。
Saving cats.
ああ、別に脅すつもりじゃねえよ。負けた俺だからこそわかる。前評判をひっくり返すことにかけては間違いなく緑下が一番だ。
No, I think it was just because we were higher level than you. And I haven't done any training yet. Gonna have some issues, probably. Oh well. From what I've heard, you can replay the chapter if you lose, so if that happens, then it'll be fine.
そうなの？
毎回そうだっただろう。選挙期間前はいつも大差で押されてた。
確かに。なら、なんとかなる？
I don't know if it'll work out for us, but we're just going to have to believe that it will. Yumina's power has been rapidly growing. Each time we face an adversary we thought was out of our league, but she beat them all with wit, trickery, and willpower. I don't think she beat them with wit or trickery. I think it was just willpower that she gave. We have to believe that miracle will occur this time as well. No, wait. We have to work as hard as we can to make that miracle happen. By the way, what about a weakness?
悪い。弱点については何も言えない。違うな。見つけられなかった。
そうなんだ。弱点なんてないじゃない。美人で頭良くて運動ができるとか、なんかもう神よ、神の肉体よ。
When Yumina says that, Ray suddenly gets a little thoughtful. Is there something that's bothering him?
肉体か。
Something came to mind?
論絶戦で使える弱点にはなりそうもないが、運動部員として気になったことがある。神楽の体だけどよ、なんかおかしいんだよ。体格、強いて言えば筋肉か。
Do you mean they were too big? Her muscles are strange? What's that supposed to mean?
俺にもわからねえよ。ただ、普通の人間と違う。不自然っていうのが一番近いか。
She using the Ethereal system to make her muscles stronger. Maybe.
天才様は能力に飽き足らず、筋肉までが常人と違うのね。きっとリンゴを片手で握りつぶすのよ。
For some reason I get the feeling that she couldn't. Is that something to be envious of? That just seems inhuman to me.
あそこまで完璧が重なると、どんなことでも羨ましいような気がしてくるのよ。
今言えるのはこれくらいだな。引き続きこちらも弱点を探してみる。
お願い。それからありがとう。
ああ、ともりにもよろしくな。
We part ways after that. We don't have much time. I wonder if we can come up with a countermeasure. We can't afford to worry if we'll be able to find something. We simply have to find something. Yup. Flatline. Well, we're going with Flatline. Seems more interesting. Even when Kurara doesn't give me a specific task, I have surprisingly many things to do. Or rather, whenever I look if there's something that needs doing, there's always a pile of it. Even so, if I work all the time, I might collapse at some point. I need to take breaks now and then. So I decided to rest up for a bit after inviting a number of students to give me a speech. Who's there? Someone is on the roof already when I arrive. Worse, it's someone I should consider an enemy right now. Nayuta.
えああ、赤島ですの
Is there a specific reason why Ayumu's portrait is in there? Anyways, yeah, I was just taking a short break. Maybe Nayuta was doing the same thing because she's leaning on the fence and looking down at the campus grounds. Neither of us says anything for a while, but then Nayuta smiles at me.
そういえば、私の弱点は見つかりまして
Maybe. Nayuta apparently enjoys probing me out. She sounds amused as she provokes me. Even now, I can sense that regal aura from her. If I can only break that composure of hers, I might get closer to finding a weakness.
あら、答えてくださいませんの
More provocation. Should I just stay silent, or should I think about it for a moment, then decide to evolve the situation? For some reason, I just don't like you, Nayuta. Oh.
へえ、それは私が敵だから
No, I haven't felt this way about any of our previous enemies.
あら、私も随分と嫌われたものですわね。日の宮霊の剣がそこまで怒らせてしまったかしら
I think you went too far. You could have fought differently and still won.
ですけど、あれが勝つための最短距離。正しい戦い方でしたわ。
Sure, that's true. But the fact is that she intentionally hurt Ray's feelings, no matter what the reason might have been. The debate club is also trying to defeat its opponents, but I think we're different from Nayuta in a very fundamental way. A student council president has to be a guiding force for the academy, so how does hurting students for that purpose make any sense? In that sense, Nayuta is a bitter enemy. However, but that's not it. I think there's another reason why I don't like you.
へえ。
Nayuta's eyes narrow in amusement. That stirs up my heart. Uh-huh. Am I being pushed back by her intimidating air?
高額のために聞かせてもらえませんこと私のどこが気に入らないのか
Dots. I think about it again since she asked. Nayuta and I are different in various ways. Our attitudes to our studies, our grades, our status in the academy, even the way we deal with our surroundings. Basically, we think in completely different ways. What I don't have, she has in abundant quantities. She's quite fit to be the student council president. No, she's got more than enough for that. So am I jealous? Consider it for a moment, but that doesn't seem to be the answer. It's not envy. It's close to that, but it's a little different. What is this feeling? In fact, it might be the polar opposite. Sorry, but I don't really know myself. But I guess it's enough to say that I don't like you as one human to another. Wow.
わからない本当に
You are perfect as student council president and as a student of this academy. I'll admit that. I also have misgivings about the way you treated Ray. So far, so good. But everything beyond that, it's hard to put into words.
興味深いけれど悩み相談をする時間はありませんわね
I wasn't going to talk to you about it anyway. It'd be like digging my own grave.
そうですわねけれど賞賛の声はありがたく受け取っておきますわ
Oh yeah, you did, I guess. Even though I'm supposed to be your enemy, Nayuta gives me a bright smile. It's an attractive smile, a smile that shows her exaltation and her self-confidence. And I'm supposed to find a weakness, am I? What a thankless task.
あらようやく弱音を吐きましたわね
How could I not? I've been over all the data we've got on you, and there's not a single thing where you fall behind.
ここで褒めても手は抜きませんわよ
I know. I did a lot of investigating since the last time. I drafted up some theories going by Ray's hint, and I used the computer in the clubroom to find evidence to support them. I also used my own powers of observation. It's not that I didn't find out anything at all. In fact, you could say I produced a result. There's one conclusion that I reached. I don't have any evidence, but there's a high probability that I'm on the money. Depending on the circumstances, we might even be able to use it in a debate battle. But I don't know if I should talk about it. She might just ignore it completely.
いきなり無言にならないでくださる 不気味に感じますもの。
Yeah, okay. I was just thinking about the data on you.
事実の確認しかできなかったのでしょ？
Yeah, mostly. The only thing that didn't quite match. It. Wait. What? No, it's not possible that the guess that I had a little while ago was actually correct, right? It's a simple thing, really, but it's all there is. All I have to go on is my own eyesight, but I'd say there's a 10 to 20 centimeter discrepancy in the data. In other words, the data shows an inflated figure. But what good does knowing she provided false numbers there do us?
何を
Him?
胸のサイズのどこにズレがあると？
Your breasts seem considerably smaller than what is on official record. Even now, you're wearing those. Nayuta's expression is changing. Pretty sure she's wearing pads inside her bra. Judging by her face, she must be really shocked that I figured it out.
あなた、どうしてそれに気づいて？
It was something Ray said. He said something wasn't it. He said something wasn't. He said something wasn't right about your muscles.
筋肉？
And my old man taught me a lot of things. I have a lot of knowledge about hand-to-hand combat.
そんな、まさ、ここまで自然な仕上がりだというのに。
Breasts can actually get pretty heavy. It's strange that you wouldn't have the muscle to support that weight.
そんなことを言われても。
Nayuta is almost panicking. I'm amazed at this reaction of hers. I'm also amazed. I didn't expect her to react this strongly. I'm rather surprised. There are a fair number of girls in this academy who pad their bras, so I figured it was a pretty normal thing. If it's this important to her, maybe we can use it. I see. I bet that's your weak point. Definitely.
まさかこれをあの黒川キララに言うつもりですの？
I'm acting on her orders to begin with. Of course I'll tell her things that could be a weakness.
あんな女に知られたら一体どうなるか。お願い、それだけは秘密にして。
I don't understand why she's so upset and why because there's nothing to support what my theory was. That's a bit unreasonable. Nayuta has nothing left of her usual composure. She's just a normal girl right now. It's enough to make me feel a little guilty.
このことだけは知られたくありませんわ。どうか。もしも秘密にすると約束していただけるなら、緑下さんの進級にも最大限の便宜を図りますわ。
That's an attractive proposal. We'll be able to achieve our objective that way, after all. Though I can't tell Yumina because she'd just lose her motivation for the debate battle. Wait a minute. What if that's what she's after? Maybe she's planning to take the wind out of our sails, or maybe she plans to change the rules at the last moment. Considering how disturbed she is, I don't think she has any sort of plan, but on the other hand, she's still Nayuta. Well now, what should I do? What?! You get choices at the most random of times. Yeah. Sorry, Nayuta, but I've said before, even if you were an option, you'd still be second. Can't make any promises.
そんな!
Nayuta exclaims in dismay, as if the world is ending for her. I do feel guilty, but my job is to find out her weakness. Besides, you attacked Rayana's obsession with his sister, didn't you? You won't be the first to make an hominem attacks like that.
それは、でも。
It's pretty selfish of you to do it to someone else, then ask us not to do it to you. Nayuta falls silent. Obviously, she can't argue with that. My arguments were perfectly sound, so I should head back to the club room, and... I turn around. I was about to go back to the club room, but Nayuta started to chuckle. What is it?
そうですわ。知られたとしても問題ないではありませんか。だって口を塞げばそれで万事解決です。
Oh, what, is she gonna kill me? Hey, you're acting really evil right now.
私が笑ってられるなら、私は悪にでもなりますわ。
Wait, is she just gonna... That's totally over the top.
問答無用
What is she... Nayuta becomes defiant and lunges at me. The force behind that attack makes it hard to believe we were talking peacefully up until a moment ago. That's right, she's both intelligent and athletic. It's not surprising that she would practice martial arts. I quickly prepare to defend myself. I've been putting my old man's fighting techniques into practice a lot lately. But before she reaches me, Nayuta suddenly drops out of my vision. She's going for my legs? It's a fierce tackle. She must mean to fight this out on the floor. But she's not so fast that I can't react to it. Just as she's about to cut out my legs, I push her head down a little and backstep. It'd be bad if she went out of control like Yumina does, so the best thing to do is confine her actions. I should put her down like this and wait until she calms down. Her head hits the concrete with a nasty smack. Oh, jeez. Huh, she's unconscious? In her blind anger, she dabbed at me with all she had, heedless of her own posture. And here I thought she was just going to throw me over the edge. This unexpected development is making me hesitate. What am I supposed to do now? Carry her to the nurse's office? That's. Did you wait there? I check for any external bleeding, then consider calling an ambulance. But right then, Nayuta comes to.
なんですの
Oh, you tried to kill me? Hey, are you okay?
あなたは赤島。私は何を。確かあなたに気に食わないとか言われてたはずですわよね。
Huh? She's rubbing the bump on her head, but she seems to be back to her normal self. Does this mean she forgot that we were talking about her breasts? You fell and hit your head. Do you remember that?
私が倒れた？そんなことに。
You're tired, right? It has to be anemia, I'm sure of it. Anyway, you bumped your head, so you should get that looked at.
どうやらあなたが介抱してくれたようですわね。礼を言いますわ。
This is a bit weird.
お礼に本戦で手を抜くなどということはありませんけど。
I know that. You want to do something like that.
ええ。それでは失礼しますわね。あなたもせいぜい私の弱点を探してみればいいですわ。きっと無理でしょうけど。
Nayuta gives me a confident smile and leaves. But to me, she seems about as foolish as it gets. I already found a gigantic weakness, actually. I mutter under my breath as she walks away. Fortunately, she doesn't seem to have heard me. That's... Oh, what? Okay. Meeting. Yeah, I don't get it either. Anyways. Well, I'm inevitably gonna go back there and just see what happens if you choose the other option. Actually, I think I'll do that between these two parts. I'm gonna record at least one more tonight. But, yeah, next time we're gonna go do the meeting. And then, this one, unless something else shows up. So, see you next time. Bye.